How's it going with everybody this evening? It's nice to see you guys again. Hopefully, you feel the same way about me. Otherwise, you shouldn't be watching this video, right? Anyway, hey, so why am I smiling so much? Simple, because believe it or not, there's a reason why it's so dark behind me. And I want to say this. When was the last time you guys ever heard a coin instructional slash informational video that started out with, "It was a dark and stormy night"? Cue the thunder, and if you pay attention long enough, you'll probably see flashes of lightning as well. Yeah, I'm not kidding. Here in Wisconsin, we're currently getting, on the 4th of March, we're currently getting thunderstorms, we're getting lightning, we're getting some tornadoes mixed in, a little bit of hail. Hey, after the February we had, why not? Anyway, you guys are going to enjoy tonight's little video, and maybe it'll even have some fun in the background for you guys while I'm cutting the video over the course of the next hour or so. Stick around. It's going to be an interesting evening. That's all I can say. So, just because it's now currently pouring out behind me, I wanted to make sure that I got some of this on video. Hopefully, the lightning will flash a little bit here in a second, but it is literally pouring down rain. There you go. There's some lightning in the background. I thought it was kind of cool. I had to try and videotape it while it was in the middle of a thunderstorm. So I will get to the video in a second, I promise, guys. But there you go. It's a coin video, and it's got lightning and thunder and scary things in it. So it's dark out, it's stormy out, but nothing is going to keep me from entertaining you guys when it comes to making a video about coins. Yeah. Well, so tonight's video you're going to enjoy. Tonight I picked on a subject that will not pertain only to Lincoln cents. It will pertain to several of the other denominations of coins. And while I cannot speak to those denominations of coins, the general information in this video will apply primarily to most denominations of coins. So the subject of the video is really easy. It is when to submit coins for grading. In other words, raw coins. I'm not talking about submitting coins that are already in holders for resubmission. I'm not going to cover that. I am going to cover only submitting raw coins for grading. So you guys will probably enjoy this video because it will be packed with tons of information, especially questions that I get on my Facebook page constantly about this particular subject. We're going to cover what I feel are the two main reasons why people send coins in for grading. And the two reasons are very simple. One is either monetary. In other words, they're looking to find out if they've got a coin that is significantly valuable and worth a lot of money, and they may be able to get rich quick. Okay, that's monetary. We're going to cover that part second. The first part, however, I'm going to cover is the sentimental reason why people send coins in for grading. Now, you may not necessarily think of this when you inherit a coin collection, but believe it or not, there are a lot of people that just don't know what it is that they may have, and they don't want to destroy grandpa's collection or dad's collection or mom's collection with just getting rid of them if there may be some value in them, and because they're sentimental to that particular person. And that's great. There's nothing wrong with that. So sending coins in for sentimental reasons is obviously a great thing to do. However, make sure that if you're going to send the coins in for sentimental reasons, that you actually have a reason to send them in. In other words, you want to preserve them is one reason. If you want to preserve them and you have the money to spend to send them in for coin grading, that's great. There's nothing wrong with that, and you can certainly do that there as long as you have the money. It is not an inexpensive venture. The second part of that, when it comes to preserving the coins, is making sure that maybe you have people in your family that you want to pass down grandpa's collection to, and you want to preserve them. Well, there are less expensive ways to preserve certain coins if they're not overly valuable. But let's say, for instance, they are valuable and you want to preserve them. The best way you can do that is to send them in for grading. Again, it will cost money, so be very mindful of that before you just up and send in 100 coins for grading, because you're going to get a very big bill in the end. So the last part of the sentimental portion of this is authenticity of certain coins. There are several key date coins like the 1909 SVDB Lincoln Cent, the 1914D Lincoln Cent, several other coins. Obviously, since I work with Lincoln Cents, these are ones that I know myself, but there are also key date coins in the trade dollar series. There are key date coins in the Indian head cent series, as well as the Buffalo nickel series and other denominations that hold a particular amount of value, but because of their value, they're also targets for people to make duplicates and copies and fakes of. So, authenticity is one good reason, if you're on the sentimental portion of this, to send things in for verification. Now, before you do that, you can also take your coins to a professional, whether it be a local coin dealer that you may trust and understand that they know what they're talking about, or you can possibly even post your coins on some of the Facebook coin pages. And on those pages, you will find people that are very knowledgeable about what it is that they're talking about. Unfortunately, you will also find people that really don't know everything there is to know. And you'll also find the third type of person, which is the type of person that thinks they know what they're talking about, but really don't. So you have to be careful and make sure that the people that are answering you in terms of the coin's authenticity really do know what it is that they're talking about. If you need any help with trying to find the right coin page for that, please leave a comment below or reach out to me, and I will be more than happy to point you in the direction of a coin page on Facebook that may be able to answer your questions for you. So now that we have covered the sentimental portion of things and why you should send a coin in for grading, some of those same reasons apply to the next side of this, which is the monetary side of this. There are people in this coin hobby, if you want to call it such, that are really in it to collect coins as a series and build an absolutely beautiful set of coins. There's nothing wrong with that. But along the way, they either have to have really deep pockets or they have to figure out a way in which they can make their hobby pay for itself. That's what I do. I actually have a really nice collection of coins, but I also have to make money off of some of the coins that I sell in order for me to be able to purchase more coins for my collection. And that leads to the monetary side of things. So before we get too far with that, if you're doing raw coins and not graded coins to start with, this whole video applies strictly to raw coins going in for grading, doesn't really apply to graded coins going in for grading. I'll cover that in another video. The one thing that you need to be able to do first and foremost is learn how to grade a coin. That right there will be paramount in you sending coins in order to make money on them. And by making money, here's the best scenario that I can give you. The formula that I use when it comes to sending a coin in for grading, if it is not for sentimental reasons, it is strictly for monetary reasons, is I want a 3 to 4 time return on my investment after I have paid for the coin and the grading of that coin. For example, if I paid $2 for the coin and it cost me $80 to send the coin in for grading, including insurance and postage and everything else, I now have $82 in that coin. That means I am going to want somewhere between 280 and $350 roughly for a selling price that I'm going to realize on that coin, as long as it comes back in the grade that I'm hoping that it will come back in. Now, I use that term loosely, strictly because You and I both know that sending coins in for grading is pretty much just kind of a crapshoot when it comes to the grading services. Not that they're always bad, but sometimes you would love a coin to come back as a 67 or a 67 plus, and instead it comes back as a 65 or a 66. That's not going to get you your return on investment. So you better make sure that you know how to grade a coin before you send it in for grade. All right. So once you've determined that you can indeed grade coins and you want to send them in for grading, or you have taken them to a professional that knows how to grade coins and that you trust, and you feel confident enough that these coins should go in for grading for a monetary reason, you need to know how much the coin is going to be worth, right? Let's say, for example, you want to send in a 1935 Philadelphia Mint Lincoln cent, and you think the coin is going to grade as an MS 68 coin. You saw one a little earlier that I put up in there that I've made. And that particular coin is about a $7,500 coin in an MS 68. Now, here's the big thing though. That coin in an MS 67 plus, one half of 1 point down is a $500 coin. And when you drop it to an MS 67, that coin drops to a mere $100. And the really bad part about that is those are the grades and the prices that PCGS says that they're worth, but they're not real actual values that you may actually realize for the sold coin. So I strongly suggest that you make sure that you check all of the sold auction listings for that particular coin and that particular grade in order to ensure that you're going to be accurate with the price that you are trying to achieve. As I get set to close out this video on a dark and stormy night, and it is still raining actually, and there's a little bit of lightning still happening out behind me here, but I want to just tell you thank you for watching, and hopefully you've learned something about how to send coins in for grading. Again, if you have questions, put them in the comments below. I really do appreciate that. And I'm happy to answer whatever I can or point you in the right direction if I can't answer your question. But before we end the video, I'm going to leave you with some pictures of some coins that I myself have submitted over the course of time. A couple of them I've purchased the way that you see them. But at the same point in time, there are ones that I have submitted, and there are for the reasons that were described in this video, whether it be sentimental reasons, authentication reasons, or just simply monetary reasons. You'll probably be able to pick out which ones are which when it comes to that. So, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and keep the notification bell on so you get the videos and the notifications when more become available. Have a good evening, everybody. Stay dry.